Mark Cuban didn't come from money. Despite being the richest shark and one of the world's top 540 richest people, according to Forbes, Cuban started from nothing and added one crucial component to create his staggeringly large net worth. He successfully navigated the corporate world by daring to explore new areas and taking smart risks. See how he used setbacks as stepping stones to success in the future, transforming them into insightful lessons. This is Luxury Prima. Along with fellow Indiana University alumnus Todd Wagner, Mark Cuban launched the video portal Broadcast.com in 1995, which he later sold to Yahoo for $5.7 billion in 1999. In addition to co-founding Cost Plus Drugs, which he established in January 2022 with the intention of bringing down the cost of prescription drugs. He currently owns the Dallas Mavericks of the NBA. But what is the story behind his $6.2 billion fortune? Who is Mark Cuban? 65-year-old Mark Cuban was raised in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania as a child of the middle class. For as long as he could remember, his mother performed a variety of odd jobs, while his father worked as an upholsterer technician. When he asked his dad for a new pair of sneakers, he was told that once he got a job, he could buy whatever he wanted. And so, when given the opportunity to sell garbage bags he bought from one of his dad's buddies, he began knocking on doors.
Hi, my name is Mark. Do you use garbage bags? I've got a great deal for you, and every time you need garbage bags, all you ever have to do is call me, and I'll put them in the back of my wagon, and I'll bring them right down to your house. That was my first business, the world's first, probably only, garbage bag door-to-door subscription company.
It was evident as he grew older and reached high school that he did not enjoy being in such setting. At the age of 16, he enrolled in night sessions at the University of Pittsburgh because he was so passionate about studying business. When he reached 17, he took the audacious choice to attend Pitt full-time instead of finishing high school. This was the turning point in his life where important things started to happen.
I never ever thought in terms of money, okay, I need to make millions. I always thought in terms of time. Has always been my driving motivation. How can I control my own destiny? How can I control my own time?
Bagging his first million, he founded a business named Micro Solutions, which continued to expand steadily until being successfully sold. With the sale, he achieved his first taste of financial success. Giving a breakdown of the $6 million transaction, he said that $2 million went to a partner he had brought in, $1 million to his hard-working staff, and the remaining $2 million went to him. He made a substantial amount of money, although he led a simple life. It's interesting to note that one of his first indulgences was the acquisition of an American Airlines lifetime pass, which permitted him to live a life of travel. He traveled with friends, living the life of a rock star, seeing new places and savoring every moment of the adventure. Aside from the plane ticket, Mark avoided ostentatious purchases and concentrated on building wealth, though the possibility of obtaining a bigger home or a more opulent vehicle was present. These tangible assets were not particularly desirable. Rather, the focus on financial freedom and independence. Mark had accumulated a sizable wealth, which included sizable profits from stock market investments. Their net worth was in excess of $20 million, and their quality of living appeared to be perfect. A turning point came in 1995 when Todd Wagner, a friend from college, approached him. Wagner recommended using the internet to make it easier to listen to Indiana basketball games. This meeting set the groundwork for his next entrepreneurial chapter and signaled the start of a life-changing adventure into the world of internet businesses. The company was called Broadcast.com and turned out to be the very first streaming company. After a while, the stocks tripled and boom, he's a billionaire. They sold the company to Yahoo for stock, and while it was tempting, they knew they couldn't be greedy and true enough. After only 3 months, the internet stock market cratered.
When you just chase dollars, it never works out well. I was worth $1 billion, and it was the most insane thing that I could ever come to realize. All I had to do was protect it and not get greedy, and I'd be set for the rest of my life.
Billionaire Purchases. Time is precious, and according to Cuban, It's the most valuable asset you can ever own. So why not buy the biggest online purchase in history? Yup, Cuban's Gulfstream G550 holds a Guinness World Record for the largest single e-commerce transaction, costing $40 million and saving him time for his loved ones. A popular option for private jet travelers, the Gulfstream G550 has a roomy cabin that can hold up to 19 people, along with separate restrooms and sleeping areas. Now, for his second big purchase, as a huge fan, Cuban couldn't help but purchase the Dallas Mavericks at $285 million. Thinking he can do a better job at selling, he concentrated not on getting a huge office, but a bullpen where everyone can see how he gets the job done.
Ma'am, I know you've been to a Mavericks game before, but you realize now that it's less expensive to come to a Mavericks game than to take your family to McDonald's? Our tickets start at $8, and McDonald's and a Coke is more than that. Why don't you come and try us out? The first game's free on me. I wanted everybody that worked with me to see that if I ask them to do it, I'll do it.
Upon transitioning to a new arena, the American Airlines Center, the focus shifted to creating a positive and motivating workplace atmosphere, driven by the desire for his team members to genuinely enjoy their work environment. Cuban implemented enhancements to boost morale. PlayStations and television screens were incorporated, providing recreational outlets for the team. Over time, continuous improvements were made, including the introduction of aroma enhancements and even lighting. Cuban's third big purchase is an estate he bought at $12.5 million, but is now valued at $21.7 million. Situated at Dallas, Texas, this French chateau-style estate offers adequate space for comfort and elegance, with 8 bedrooms and 10 bathrooms, spread across 21,289 square feet. A large fountain in the courtyard on the exterior creates an air of classic elegance. Convenience and sophistication are combined with a 3-story guest home and 3 adjacent garages that complement the main residence. While a lot can be learned from Mark Cuban's business mindset, he has 3 rules in place to make sure you're on the right track to getting your first stack of millions.
Rule number 1, find something you can be good at and then be great at it. Second, you have to know how to sell. Whatever it is you're good at, somebody's going to need that service, someone's going to need that, whatever it is that you're creating, but you have to be able to sell because you don't want to be in a position where you're dependent on other people. Number 3, be curious and always be learning, because the one thing that's certain about business is that it changes every single day. And then the 4th thing, when you have that knowledge, when you have that ability to sell, when you know that when you walk into a room, you know your shit better than anybody else in the room, that's when it's time to start a company. Then you can start to control your own destiny.
Mark Cuban is a prime example of how determination and passion can redesign your life. What do you think of this video? Share with us your comments and don't forget to hit that bell icon so you can be notified of more stories like this. See you in the next video.